Speak Life Radio.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Speak Life Radio right here on GorillaCross.com. I'm your host, Quan59, and we have another dope show for you tonight, folks. I know it's been a while, man. We haven't even been on for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that, man. I get busy, folks. We are grown in these streets, but glad to be back on another Monday night, 7 p.m. West Coast time, broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas. They call it Sin City, but you know, there's churches out here. You feel me? But listen, man, I got a guest co-host in the building with me right now. I got my man, I Am Light.
What's up?
What up, man?
What's going on, man?
How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Been making new music.
Lots of new
music. That's good,
Lots
man.
of
So he's going to be on the music and video reviews with us tonight. And I heard he might perform live in the studio.
Yeah, that's the word on the street.
Yeah, that's the word. So we are excited about that, folks. And we have a live conversation with the legend, Dre Murray. So we're going to get to him in a minute. But if you guys are watching live, please share the live video stream with everybody you know that's into hip-hop at least. Don't bother people that you know won't watch the show. That's a little annoying. But share with people you know would be interested in what we're going to be talking about tonight, what we're going to be doing with the music and video reviews, and with this interview with Dre Murray. We haven't talked to him in 2 years. It's been like 2 years, I think, since we had him on the show. So a lot to talk about, a lot to catch up on and with Dre Murray. So we're going to be getting into that in a minute. Once again, download the free Gorilla Cross app in your app store. It's free. We have a lot of revamping we're doing with the website, with the app, a lot of stuff going on. I know I've been saying that forever with the website, but we are in the works of revamping that whole thing and restarting the GorillaCross.com website because it was just a mess. You know, sometimes you try to fix things, you have to go in and just start from scratch. So listen, man, we are here live every Monday, 7 p.m. West Coast time, 10 p.m. East Coast time, and that's something central. I don't know. I don't even know what time Dre is. I think he's 2 hours ahead. But yeah, man, listen, we are here. These background beats from Terra Firma. Shout out Terra Firma. You can go check them out on any streaming service, actually. So make sure you check out those beats that we have playing in the background tonight, folks. So we're going to jump right into it. I met this dude. It's been almost 10 years now. It might be over 10 years. But time goes by fast. That is for sure. But, we did a little tour out here on the West Coast with him in Vegas. I believe we're in San Diego. And I made him miss his plane flight going back home. And it was... I'm going to take some of the blame, but he was signing autographs, talking to the fans, all that stuff. Just loving all that. But we're going to get him live on the line right now. My man, Dre Murray. What up?
What up?
Chillin', man. I was telling the story how, last time, when we did that tour, you were in San Diego, and I was driving you to the airport. The traffic kind of stopped.
Yes.
And then you ended up missing your plane flight. Is that my fault or your fault? We're still trying to figure that out.
Man, I can't even call it, bro. It's been so long. I don't even really remember the circumstances. I just remember staying in Um, I forgot what hotel, what brand it was, but I know it was just in a random spot. It was the most random situation. But yeah, I don't remember whose fault it was or what the circumstances was, but I just remember that being a weird night because I didn't want to leave San Diego, and then the fact that I got stuck there was like, you sure you don't want to leave? Like
And I believe
what
that
I'm
was
saying?
your first time on the West Coast, right? During that trip.
Um, no, I had been to LA. That was my
Oh,
first
you've been to
time.
LA.
Yeah, that was my first time in San Diego for
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Beautiful city, very expensive to live there, so that's why I don't. But man, how have you been though, bro? Like it's been too long. Like I think it was 2 years ago. Like I said in the intro that you've been on the show. But how have you been, man? How you feeling?
Man, I've been good, bro. Just adulting and living life, with my family, just watching my kids grow. Um, the balancing act between that and, marriage and running the kids around and, just doing that whole thing and different stages of life with my kids. So it's been crazy the last couple of years.
And still working on music. You just dropped the album, and it's you
Yeah.
you can't get it everywhere though, right?
No.
You're doing that like you don't want people just streaming it and you making no money off of it. But tell us the whole idea. I don't want to say why you're doing it, but
Yeah, yeah.
tell us the reason that you're not dropping this new album Reborn on streaming services. And we're gonna play clips of a few of the songs tonight. And I love the album. I think it's super dope, man. I've been bumping it all weekend.
I
But tell us
appreciate
the
it, bro.
idea why you are putting it out this way instead of the typical way that most artists are doing it.
Yeah, so you hinted on the streaming part of it. That definitely plays a part in the method. You know what I mean? Just as far as uh, the amount of work that it takes to actually promote a project, and then for you to put, to expend all this energy and put finances into it, and then even with a million to a couple million streams, just sometimes it doesn't really balance balance out correctly in my opinion. And I have friends that are independent doing they're killing it on streaming. So it's not necessarily everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know the type of artist that I am, and I like to put out a body of work and let people sit with that body of work. And so I plan on going back to doing some stuff on DSPs. People have been asking me to put this project there, but that's definitely one of the reasons. The other reason though is that it's been 20 years since I kind of entered into not only the Christian hip hop space, but also just my journey with Jesus and this faith that we talk about. Like it's been 20 years since that time, and I started working on a project around that time, a Christian hip hop project, and
Hmm.
it was kind of the idea of being reborn and still being able to do this 20 years later is something I want to share with the people that have been rocking with me for 20 years. There's people that have purchased this project and the experience, because it's not just the music that goes along with it. There a lot of things happening behind the scenes, and some of these people I see their names, and they have literally been rocking with me since 2003, 2004, 2005, and so just to see that happening is a beautiful thing, and you can't really get that on the streaming end.
Yeah. That's dope, man. Like I said, the album is Reborn. Before we get too far into it, where can you get the album, and how can you purchase this project?
Yeah, if you go to DreMurray.com right now, there's an explanation of the thought behind the project, and then there's also snippets of every song where you can take a listen to the song and make a decision on whether or not you want to support the project. And like I said, when I say project, it's not just like an album. Like over the next 12 months, I've already interviewed a few of the artists that have been a part of my story along the way. K Drama, Sean C. Johnson. I have an interview coming up with Corey Paul, who's like my brother. host of other people that, played a part in this journey over 20 years. And then, a lot of exclusive content that'll be made available behind the scenes too. And the funds are definitely going towards me being able to eventually get back onto DSPs, but do it in the right way. You know what I mean? To be able to craft the project, but also to market and promote it in the right way.
Yeah, because I mean, it is a lot. You're right. I mean, and we talk about it a lot, even on the show. When we have guest artists on, we encourage people to buy the album instead of just stream it, because it's a lot of work to basically give out free music these days, right? Like it's not what it was. Like you said, you've been doing this, in the Christian journey for 20 years. So 20 years ago, the music scene was way different than it is now. Even 10 years ago. And 5 years ago, it was way different. When you're on the label and stuff, you could sell albums. You could do a lot of shows and do that. But now you're basically giving out music for free after you have to spend money on production, studio time, all that stuff, if you don't have your own.
Yeah.
So it is different. So someone listening, like an independent artist, what would you encourage them to do with that? Maybe they don't have the fan base you have to be able to do that and still, make an impact with that record. What would your advice be to the independent artist that doesn't want to just put their stuff on streaming platforms?
Man, for somebody that's like you said, they don't have a large fan base, or even, that's the thing. Like I wouldn't consider my fan base large. I just have I have a handful of people that are just really very supportive of what I've done.
Yeah.
But those that are like just starting out and just building, man, I think they're in a beautiful position, because they're kind of able to take advantage of, which I am to a certain extent, but to be fresh and new on some of these platforms, you're able to take advantage of the algorithm a little bit more, because you haven't already given the algorithm a bunch of information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're like starting from scratch. So for somebody that just starting out, an independent artist, I would attack some of these, social media platforms with just free content that way. And I hate using that word content, man, but that's the, you know what I'm saying? Like that's where we are right now. But just showing people the music, the art, every single day, for free, and just building that fan base behind the scenes. And then, getting the data, contacting these people via email, and just building that, organically. And then over time, you'll be able to reach out to those people directly, instead of trying to get to them on these social media platforms, and let them know when you're actually releasing, music commercially.
All right. What drives you to still make music after all this time? Like you said, before, you're doing the adulting now, you're living that family life, and you have kids and a family. What keeps you motivated to keep making that music and keep grinding?
Man, one thing is the legacy piece of it. When, I look at my kids, like my youngest daughter is very, very, all of my kids are creative, but my youngest daughter is really musically inclined, and like she loves creating music. And like she was Annie in this junior Broadway play this past summer, and she knows me just as dad, right? And she was like 1 or 2 when, things were at its height for me musically, and just traveling around and being able to share with people. She really hasn't seen that. And so that's part of it, is just me showing them, with new stuff. Like, instead of going back, hey, remember, look at this from
Remember what I used to
2013.
do?
Like, yeah, like I want to do something fresh and new, and for them, and not even, to boast and brag about anything, but just something that they could pick up and just run with.
Yeah.
Instead of telling them, stories from the good old days.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, because I have children too. I have 5. I have 3 boys, 2 young girls.
5.
I got 5. I got 5 on it. Yeah, been married for a minute.
Man,
How do you balance that when you're recording? because I just like when you're going through your creative process, how do you balance your family and then
Yeah.
the album building process?
Yeah. So as far as the album building, like a real album, I don't think that I've actually been like on the super like the grind like there's a difference between what I did with this project and something like when I was on a label creating a project. Like and so this project was put together over a long period of time in bits and pieces, and it's just having the patience to put a project together. And that's what I was saying about the streaming. Like I, I could do something every single month if I really wanted to, but I'd be sacrificing a lot of time,
Right.
with my family. And so yeah, I'm able to continue to do this by, you know, putting these pieces of work together over long periods of time and just spreading it out. Like the Hell's Paradise 3 with Wit, man, we've been working on that since 2015, 2016.
Wow.
And I'm talking about flying. We're talking about, me flying there to finish it up here in the next couple of months. And that's something I haven't done in a very long time, like to be away from the family for days at a time to record some music. Like me even saying that is like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna miss what to
Yeah.
record some.
Right.
So yeah, um,
But that's the
that's how
question
I
though,
do it,
Dre.
pretty much.
Like hell, so you're saying Hell's Paradise 3 is coming.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And you've been
For
working on
sure.
it since 2015.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have some tracks, man, from the 34 era, like that,
Okay.
those sessions that were around, and we were kind of building on some stuff, and then like right after that, we started putting the beginning pieces together, and
Yeah.
then that project has morphed like 4 or 5 different times, man. We'll go on stretches where we record 3, 4, 5 songs, and then we won't record for maybe 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
And we just pick up from where we left off. The sounds have changed as far as like what's going on out there, but we never really change our formula.
So there
You know
won't
what I
be
mean?
going back to kind of tweak sounds to make it sound more modern, or you just going with what it is.
That's the thing, man. That's the crazy part about it is, especially now because of the production, the way that Wit does it with, he's a part of a production group called Weatherman, and that's 42 North, who they did 34 together. So
Yeah.
a lot of that is live instrumentation, which you just, it doesn't go away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just timeless music, especially when it's done right. And so, even
Yeah,
some of the
it's not like you're just using, the sounds. You get a sound pack, use those sounds. Those sounds are old because everybody used them.
Right.
Live instruments, they never go old. You're right.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're the guys that make the sound packs, like literally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
wow.
Like they're part of the team of Splice and Soul Surplus with Wes. And like, so these are the guys that are actually making these sound packs. But they're playing the live instrumentation over our stuff. So it never really gets old to me. Like I listen to stuff from 4 or 5 years ago and it sounds like we just did it last night. So which is a blessing, dude.
Yeah. Man, so let's talk about the album Reborn. A lot of people are just dropping EPs these days, singles, stuff like that. But you decided to drop a whole, I think it's 11 or 12 albums, right?
Yeah, 11 tracks, not 11 albums.
I mean, 11 tracks. 11 tracks. My bad. That's what I meant. He done got that much in it, folks. You see all that gray going on. But 11 tracks on the album. You got some features. Tell us how that came about, because most of the features I know are people you've had a relationship with, for quite a while. So tell us about the process of Reborn and why you decided to go with a whole full album instead of an EP.
Yeah, so initially I was going to do an EP, man, and then I just kind of, because I'm always recording, and I have songs that kind of fit what was going on, and then you know, as I started just writing it out, like what I envisioned the project to be, a lot of the other songs just made sense, and some of them didn't have music to them yet. They were just, you know, just words, or something I recorded on just, you know, demo tracks or whatever. So once I started laying, because some of the verses aren't the same verses that were originally there. You know, some of the songs had, you know, just me on them, and then I began to add other voices to them, and that's part of my whole Reborn project too, or, you know, project in the sense of me working on myself
Yeah.
and being reborn, is that, like, working with Wit and like with Collision and you know, whoever else, I never really had to reach out for collaboration. Like, it was always a conversation where somebody else was reaching out.
Mm.
And so that's always been a point of anxiety for me. Like, you know, just to be completely honest, like reaching out to even people that I know. Um, you know, I don't like bothering people, like, you know, hitting people up for a song, you know what I mean, or for a verse. And
Yeah.
so I I just bit the bullet, man, and just really, you know, got over that anxiety and started reaching out to some people that I can consider, you know, friends, and people that have played a part in my journey over the last how many ever years. And you know, I got a lot of that back within the final stages, like really quick. The only one that, you know, had been there for a while, I had the song with me, Taylor, and Tragic for probably 4 or 5 years. Um, like, we recorded that a while ago,
Yeah.
and I mean, there was a whole nother Taylor verse. He's recorded two verses to that song. You know, not just this year, but in the past.
Yeah.
And then Armand, just because of our relationship and his relationship with Taylor, you know, I asked him to kind of finish it off as well. So his verse was the only one that was brand new. But other than that, man, it was, you know, brand new verses from the featured artist.
That's dope, man. I want to talk about Psalm 151.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a deep track. That was a deep track, and then you know, the end, what you had on the end with the little, you know, voicemail, kind of got me, man. You got me with that. But talk about that song a little bit, man, and let's go in depth on that song.
Yeah. So um, I have three kids. My last child was my son, and I named my son first. Like, he was the first name for a child that my wife and I had. I even did a song about it, like in 2005.
Wow.
And just the relationship with a son, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have my father growing up, and so, like, I always envisioned having a son and kind of making that situation right. So in June of 2016, my son was born, and I hadn't been back to Houston yet. I had built some sort of a relationship with my dad over the years, since I've been married and had children. Not a strong father son type of relationship, but it was something. You
Something,
know what I
yeah.
mean? And he had seen, you know, my other kids, but he hadn't seen my son yet. And then in late October, we got a call that he was in a hospital. We were in Houston. He was in a hospital, and he had diabetes really bad, and he had part of his foot amputated.
Oh, wow.
And um, he was there, man. He was really drugged up, and he saw my son, but he was really out of it. And we drove back to Oklahoma, and got a call that, you know, he had went into cardiac arrest, complications with a procedure that they were trying to do. And so this was in November, and he passed away, and I'm his only child, like,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
no other children. So I'm, you know, I have to take care of everything. I'm the one that had to give the final say on, you know, give the doctors the word to you know, to he could, you know, stop fighting,
Yeah.
or whatever, because he was just basically in a coma. He wasn't, you know, they were helping him to breathe. And so um all of that, man, just like meeting, you know, family that I hadn't seen in years and dealing with all of his stuff. And meanwhile, I'm at the beginning of the summer, I'm celebrating that I have a son, and now 151 days later, my dad dies. And so there was this weird just dichotomy, like
Yeah.
this thing going on. And I came across this psalm that's not in you know, uh, the Bible is but it's attributed to David. It's Psalm 151, and in that psalm, supposedly, it's talking about David, and it's after uh, he kills Goliath, and he's just talking about being, you know, the runt basically, and talking about his relationship with his dad, and kind of being looked over, but then also now them saying that, you're the one to carry
Mm.
this legacy on, essentially. And so it was just crazy. It was exactly 151 days between the time
Wow.
my son was born and my dad died. And this psalm just kind of, I found it one day, it just kind of spoke to me.
And that's deep because usually when I'm listening to an album, for the first time, I'll go through the whole album first. Sometimes skip through songs just to see what's really catch my eye, and then go through it again. But this song had me, just keep going back like 2 or 3 times
Yeah.
because it really was that deep, and just you feel like the whole emotion in it to where it's like this is one of the happiest years of my life because my first son's born. But then, like a huge loss like that in the same year, basically at the same time, and carrying that emotion. Explain that type of emotion. I've never had anything like that. Explain that type of emotion that you went through in that season.
Man, I was stuck. Like I was, so I wrote that song, like Wit sent me that track in December of 2016. So it was like still raw,
Hmm.
still fresh. Um, and so that's partly why it feels that way, because it had just happened. Um, and so I was stuck, man, for about two and a half, 3 years. Like I still go through it and
Yeah.
think about it, but um, yeah, I really was stuck. It was just like confusing to me, really, at first. You know, it didn't seem real at first, just because of the rocky relationship that we had, or really no relationship with me, growing up. And then, at the end of his life, me being the one to, like, prior to him, passing away, I'm helping him to get out of the bed, and helping him to the restroom, and just, yeah, all of this stuff that you would do for a child, right? that he never got to experience really with me, or at least from my memories. Um, having to do that for him, and having to, like I said, take care of all of his affairs, and just and yeah, it was an emotional roller coaster, man, because um, yeah, like I said in the song, like I'm joyous on one end, but then at the same time, like, this just tragedy happens, and in the midst of all that, there's like I said, family that I don't really know. There's, you know uh, just tons of, emptying out his house,
Yeah.
and having to, just all kind of stuff that you don't expect to have to go through for somebody that you really don't know all that well. You know what I mean?
And that's what I was going to ask. Is that even harder knowing, you didn't have that tight bond and tight relationship with him like a father?
Yeah, that was the biggest thing, because now, I'm going through intimate details of who this person is, but he's no longer here. Like, things that we probably should have talked about while he was here, I'm, finding out about and going through on the back end, just because I'm the only one, capable of doing it, because of me being, the only child. So it was a really difficult time, man.
Yeah.
And then just trying to still create during that time was extremely hard. Um, trying to get the motivation to create was hard. I really just wanted to focus on my family during that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man. Deep right here, man. We're live right now with Dre Murray, new album Reborn. Just dropped not too long ago. So we're talking about that. And just, getting into some of these tracks. I want to play one of the tracks. I want to play, which one was it? It was In Time, featuring Logan and Haley Pulaski. Who's Logan and Haley Pulaski?
They are my pastor's son and daughter-in-law.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. So they're really dope and creative people. We were just messing around one day and put together a dope little tune, man.
Dope. So we're gonna play part of this right now. We'll play, a minute or two of this so you guys can get a feel of what this album is like. And honestly, like I said, man, I've been listening to it, all weekend and just, rolling around in the car. Everything is dope on it. There's not one song that I was like, oh, let me skip this one. Like everything is really dope. So hopefully you guys get that same feel right now, right here. Dre, if you need to take your headphones off, I'm not sure why it's playing so loud on your end, but you could do that.
Okay.
But this is In Time, Dre Murray, right here off Reborn.
Yeah. Fell in love with hip-hop at an early age. Older brothers gave me flavor, so I call them sage. Wisdom for the accolades. Tagged along just to catch a phrase. Some abandoned buildings, cold chillin'. Oh, what a feeling how they left them sprayed. Fresh to life. Knowing I can't do it twice. The best. Grace when I'm wrong, humility for when I'm right, stressed, maybe a little, feeling like I'm stuck in the middle, a real good kid, look at what this world did, exchange my clarity and peace for a riddle, but in time, maybe the world will see, in time, just what you did to me. Fell in love with life at an early age. Yeah. Until my strange friends put me in a cage. Days that I wouldn't trade. I'm just trying to place the blame. Yesterday I saw a pic.
This is Suit the Chemist, live and direct. You're listening to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, welcome back to Speak Life Radio. We are here live with Dre Murray. That's In Time featuring Logan and Haley Pulaski off the Reborn album. Once again, Dre, tell them where they can get that album.
Right now, read a little bit about the project, get the idea and the thought behind it as well.
Say that one more time. I had you on
Dre
mute at
Murray.
the beginning.
Oh, my bad.
No, that's
Dre,
my fault.
You can go get it at DreMurray.com. You can hear snippets of every song, as well as, there's a write-up about, there's just a thought behind the project as well.
All right, we're living in this visual world where everybody, wants to see something, wants some TikTok reels and stuff like that. Are you planning on doing anything for this album on, TikTok, doing visuals and stuff like that, or just coming out with full music videos for it?
I did something initially to kind of kick off the project for the Vice Versa song, just my verse, but I do plan on doing something for a few of the songs. Meek, Blessed Are the Meek in particular, I've already started talking about doing like a full length. My issue is I get these ideas where I want to do like movie style, productions, like where I might not even be in the joint. Like it's and that takes a lot of work and finances, and I may have to leave the city and go somewhere else. So it's just, I could take out the phone and rap into the phone all day,
yeah.
but I want to do something big.
The ideas and the finances don't always meet eye to eye.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
How has it been navigating, going back to how long you've been doing music and navigating in this new era of just music and social media? Does that intimidate you with the way social media is right now? Is that intimidating when you're coming out with new music?
It's not intimidating, man. I don't really rock with, shutting people down. I'll tell you a quick I'll tell you a story that kind of puts this all into context. Sometimes I go on these walks, especially when it's warmer outside, and I'll pull out my phone and I'll start talking just about something that's been on my mind, right? And I've been doing this for quite some time, and they've been changing up, algorithm on Instagram. And I pulled out my phone one morning, and this was something I had been thinking about for like 2 weeks. Just telling this story of this older lady in my neighborhood that she cheers me on every time she sees me walking in the neighborhood. And I'm like, she's on a cane, like she can't really walk. So it was like, partly she's telling me, don't take this, for granted. Like, you walking, but then also she's celebrating that I'm walking every day. Right. And it's just a quick spill on the real. I get home, 3 minutes away from home. I get home, a joint already has like 16,000 views.
Yeah.
It's never happened before. Like, it was like real quick, right? It got up to like 20,000 views. And I'm like, what is this about? I figured out what it was about, like, because people that weren't even following me, didn't even know anything about me musically, started commenting on that video. And so what happened was, because, they rolled out the pay for views thing on Instagram, which, I've tried to take advantage of just to post a video to get paid for it. But they try to, trying to put me in this particular box as the guy that walks around in the park and talks. And for a moment, because you understand what's going on, and you like, man, 20,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
For a moment, you think, yeah, I could do that every day, right? But then what happens to the music? You know what I'm saying? And so that's what this whole thing is turned into. It's like, it's I don't even know those people.
Yeah.
They don't know anything about me. And that's not to say I don't want to be introduced to a new audience. It's just to say they are there to see a motivational talk.
They aren't there for who you really are.
No.
Yeah.
And so, and that's what I said this the other day. Like, I feel like it's turning us into something that we really aren't. And I'm seeing artists that I respect and love turn into other people, right before our eyes.
I call them number chasers.
Yeah,
because
and
they don't really. It's not even about the impact. It's not about like where they're trying to go. As long as they get those numbers, and I'm not saying all of them, but as long as they get those numbers and those views, that makes them happy. And so much of that is false.
Yeah.
That's hard. Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair though, it's a lot of them that just are caught up. It's just like, the thought that I had in my mind when I saw the 20,000 views, it wasn't necessarily even the views per se. It's just the fact that you put something out into the world and people responded.
Yeah.
And normally that would happen with the music, like, but my whole gripe against it is that it's not like I'm putting out art and people that follow me stop following me and say, hey man, you lost it. They're just suppressing and like putting a cap on the amount of people that are already following me. Like, they put a cap on who can see it. You know what I mean? And that's the part I don't like about it. It's like, which is why I'm trying to build something on the back end, because that's disrespectful, bro. Like, it's like you are literally taking money out of my pocket. You're taking the influence away. Like you're taking
Mm.
everything good about what I'm doing, you're taking it away because you can, because it's your platform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're literally punking me, essentially. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that, man. I really don't.
Yeah, and I'll give you an example of me too. I just opened up my Instagram right now. Most of my reels, I average between maybe 1,000 and 2,000 views. I
Yeah.
put up a video of me at the beginning of the month or sometime last month of me getting called up at the Jabberwockies show out here in Vegas,
Yeah.
and they pulled me up because they do this karaoke thing, and I had to rap "Baby Got Back." And I forgot the words to "Baby Got Back," Dre. Which to me shows how Christian I am, right? Like that just shows how Christian I am. I'm beyond those days when I used to know all the words to "Baby Got Back," but I totally froze up and I got nervous a little bit and I forgot the words. In one day, within the first 2 hours, same thing happened to me, Dre. 25,000 views is what it's up to now, but I had 21,000 of those within the first couple hours because that's the stuff they want to push. They want to push funny, stupid, because they want people to just keep doing funny, stupid stuff. They don't want us to really push our creativity. When I post a video of who's going to be on the show tonight, 408 views. You know what I'm saying? When it's something you're actually promoting that is going to benefit us. But if we go and dress up like a clown and dance around, they're going to give us those views. And I see that where too many people get caught up in chasing those numbers, because I could easily go and just act like I'm messing up all these other songs and probably just feed off that and keep getting views. But what's that really going to do for me? Like, I don't want that to be my image, first of all. And you're right, as an artist, like what you guys are doing, and I've seen so many artists fall into that trap of getting caught up in what do I have to do for these numbers, instead of like going back to Hell's Paradise. I respect that so much, that you're coming out with a new project and some of these songs are 4 or 5, 6 years old and you're still saying, no, this is good music. And it doesn't matter what the new sound is. Good music is good music. And we're putting this out because this is our art. We're not going to let the industry or the waves determine how we're going to make our art. And I really do respect that about you. Yeah, I mean, you could expound on that if you want.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. It's a lot of people they are very successful at something that they don't want to be successful at. And I see it all the time with my kids, just because of the era that we're in with YouTube. And, my kids don't really watch TV like that. You know what I'm saying? It's YouTube. My son is like really big on YouTube, and there's a lot of successful YouTube content creators. And it's crazy because YouTube took away the ability to search by, age of the video or date of the video. Like, it's only popular, and I think that's how you can filter it now. Just the popular video or the most recent or whatever. But it doesn't go all the way back into history anymore, because one of my favorite things to do, one of the things that I used to love to do, was to find somebody like that, and then I look at what they were doing 5, 6 years ago. And granted, like a lot of businesses change, artists change, but when you completely flip the script, like when you completely turn the page, you can see when the shift happens, usually when I do that. And it's not this organic like click moment. It's something where something went viral, and they stick with that virality, like they stick with that thing, which is cool. But a lot of them, you can tell that they're holding on to do something else. You know what I'm saying? It's like to get the eyes on what I'm doing so that I can then deliver my real thing. And some of them try to deliver that real thing. It's like one guy I know, he talks, just in front of the camera and giving these motivational talks. He started doing it and he blew up, you know what I mean? But he's a music producer that loves producing music. And And he still tries to promote his music every once in a while, but it doesn't work because that's not what the people want to see
Yep.
anymore. So every day he has to get in front of the camera and he has to think of something to say. It's like he's trapped, you know what I'm saying? And maybe he loves to do that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the money is good, but is that all there is? You know what I mean? Like,
But
I'm sure that,
and I see that a lot too, and a lot of people are being fake deep, trying to sound super deep, and sometimes
yeah,
I'll listen to these people, and because they've done so many good motivational, talks on their social media pages, people will follow anything they say after a while. And I'm
yeah,
like, dog, if you really listen to what he's saying, he's not really saying anything, and what he's saying is kind of off, especially
right,
for following like the motivational speakers that are Christians. Sometimes they're throwing stuff out there that's not biblical at all, but it sounds good, and they put
yeah,
that slow piano in the strings in the background, for the music. And
right,
it's sad though. I mean, it is sad to me because I've seen so many people that we all know, in this that have conformed to doing something they don't want to do. And I
right,
hope more people will get like you, Dre, and just stick to who they are, no matter what number, because the thing is, you're going to impact the people you're going to impact. And I think if you have 100 people that you're really impacting with who you really are, that's a lot bigger than being fake and impacting thousands of people that it's fake impact. Like those people don't really care.
right,
They're not going to
right,
follow you when you stop doing that, you know?
right, right,
It's
right.
almost
And
like
to circle back, go ahead, bro. I'm
oh,
sorry.
sorry about that. I said it's almost like they're trying to, like with the algorithms and stuff, they're trying to like take your creativity away and be like, hey, this is the only thing you can do. And if you go outside of this, your numbers decline. So if your numbers
Yes.
decline, you're just going to stick to that, even though you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trapped, man. You're trapped. And I saw it. I was like, man, they want me in this box. And that's the thing. Like the more you stay, the more niche you get, and you get in this box and you become you just dial all the way in on this one thing. Like the sky is always the same. You're walking at the same pace. You're doing everything exactly the same. You essentially become a robot. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I look at some of the people that are talking, and they're in the same exact spot every single time on these reels.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, and it's the same facial expressions, the same hand movements, and it's like there's people that are making money off of explaining how to get more views on. It's like, dude, like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
I don't.
Yeah.
Do I want it that bad? Like to get that many views that bad? And some would say that, if you want eyes on whatever it is that you're doing, that you would. And I get that point, but yeah, I'm just from a different era, man. And I know we can't go back, and I know things
Yeah.
are moving forward, but I love the human to human interaction
Yeah.
a whole lot.
And I think
better,
that's the
bro.
balance you have to find too with social media is not, not number chasing, but how can you now take this and what can you do to use this to promote the music, to promote what you're really trying to do? Because I still think there's a strategy to be able to do all that and be the artist you are and still be able to navigate through that.
Yes.
So it's just, and that's the thing. Sometimes they just click and they catch on. And
Yeah.
they just get caught up in the algorithm. If people are sharing stuff a lot, that'll get caught up in the algorithm. So that's the thing. We don't know the algorithm. It changes all the time. So we could, like follow whatever they're doing for the moment, but then it might flip. So
Yeah.
It's kind of like not saying an agenda being pushed. Like, it's kind of like not saying like there's necessarily an agenda being pushed. Like, okay, this month this is going to be what we're going to give views to. So we're going to make everybody do this.
Yeah.
And like Dre was saying, like they're in the same spot. There's like no brain stimulation really. There's nothing new to see. There's nothing new to hear. It's the same person, but they're saying something different. So now you're not only you're dumbing yourself down as an artist, but you're dumbing your audience.
Well, and we
down,
see
too.
them do that all the time. Like what's the hot topic every week? There's a new 2 or 3 hot topics that everyone talks about, and they know how to do that. They know how to make everyone talk about the same thing and how to keep pushing that up to the algorithm. So people are fake mad about things that you don't even really care about because the rest of the world's mad about it,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They're turning. I mean, it's essentially everybody is a TV show now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have your set, your backdrop. Um, you know, like you guys actually have a show, but they want like me as an artist, I should have my own show.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, like I said, be in the same spot, doing the same thing every single day, sticking to the script. They want us to stick to the script, and we go outside of that script, and you easily see how, you know, with the numbers dropping. And that's, you know, some people would say, man, people just don't like it. That's why the numbers are dropping. But I've seen it way too many times for that to be the case.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've talked to so many people that actually follow me that, you know, didn't know that I released certain things or said certain things because they just didn't see it. You know what I mean? It wasn't that they didn't like it. When they heard it, they loved it. But before then, they didn't see it.
I
And
can't
so,
tell you how many times
you know,
I've went
it's
to
just,
someone's Facebook page because I'm like, yo, I haven't seen this person in a long time, and click on their page because I'm thinking maybe they, you know how people take their social media breaks or they're just off
yeah,
Facebook or whatever, and you go and you see they're posting every day, but you never see it on your timeline. And it's people you might,
yeah,
be close to, family and close friends. You just never see their stuff.
yeah,
And I'll go through my timeline on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I'll see people I don't even know. I'm like, I don't even know how we
yep,
became friends, but that's who I'm seeing over people that I
Right.
actually want to see.
Right.
yep, yeah, man.
All right, man.
Wild Wild West, bro.
Definitely. We're live with Dre Murray. Get the album Reborn. It's out on DreMurray.com. If you don't know how to spell it, then there might not be any hope for you anyways. You probably wouldn't know how to buy it. His name is on the screen, so check it out right there. Follow him at DreMurray22. Before we let you go, man, we're going to play a little game called Who You Got. So I'm going to name a couple things, and you tell me who you got. The other one got to go forever, though. But tell me who you got, all right?
Forever?
Forever. They got to go forever. Anything they've done, they got to go. So who you got? Who you keeping in this
Okay.
game of who you got? All right, starting with the first one because I know you love basketball. First of all, can you take Russell Westbrook back? That's a whole other story we could talk about on our
Let's not
sports
talk
show.
about it. Don't do that to Russell, man.
Please take him. All right, who you got? This is the one everyone argues about every day on social media. Michael Jordan or LeBron James? Who you got?
Why would you even ask me that question, bro?
Uh-oh. He has an idol. Whoa.
It's a golden calf. I'm sorry.
Whoa. It's my golden calf. All right, you got Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Michael Jordan, bro. Michael Jordan, man.
All
All
right,
day.
no, I got you.
Jordan off top.
You got Jordan?
Jordan.
I got Jordan too. Pull that mic closer to you, man. I
Oh,
keep trying
my
to tell
bad.
you. I mean, you
Jordan.
don't have to lean in. I'm just trying. I've been pointing to that mic for an hour and a half.
Right.
All right, next one. And he's a little crazy right now, but I know you used to be a fan of him. Kanye or Jay-Z?
Kanye.
Still.
Yes, because I don't trust Jay-Z. I mean, I don't trust a whole lot of people, and I don't want that to be misconstrued. Like I 100% trust Kanye West. But what I mean,
Now, I'm making a clip of that, man.
is-
That's going viral. That's going to be your next Instagram reel that goes viral.
what I mean is, I rather somebody, I rather somebody like just put it all out there than to hear a subliminal diss on a record 5 years later about something we said we talked about, years prior. If that makes any sense.
No, I feel you. It's kind of like the Trump effect. Like, at least we know exactly who you are and what you believe in and who you are,
Yeah.
as opposed
And
to
that might
politicians
change.
that will hide and yeah.
Yeah, and it might change from day to day. He might be spazzing one day, and then but you're gonna know each way that he's going every single time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Now, what do you think about the censorship? Because they took Kanye's recent interview with Drink Champs down from
Yeah.
Revolt and from their YouTube page. What do you think about that, where we're just in a place where you can't really say anything anymore?
speaking specifically to the censorship thing, man, I think there are things that you just can't say. I'm not the person that will, fight for us to be able to say anything that we want to say. But I don't think that it should be a situation where, like, if a platform takes you down, like, it's a business. They can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Right. Um, you know, it's just a sticky situation, man. Like, we're only talking about these corporations that have the right to do whatever they want to do when you're in their house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I can't recall a situation where, I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head, where, like, somebody's in jail right now because of something that they, said like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's you're being removed from a platform.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that really, I think part of it is that, I think the sensitivity is not just from the corporations, but also from the people being censored. It's like, dude, like, they took away your Twitter voice.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you still have a voice, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you still you walking free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sensitivity goes both ways.
That's real. All right. Did I get your answer on that?
I would
Kanye or Jay-Z?
I would say Kanye, even though he's off the rocker sometimes, some of the stuff he says is real. Like, there's stuff I don't agree with.
Yeah.
Don't get it wrong. Like, he says some stuff and I'll be like, whoa, like, why'd you say that? But
Yeah.
he says some things he's not afraid to say. A lot of people would not say in his position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's at the point where he doesn't even care. He's going to just, hey, this is how I feel. This is what I'm going to say. And then you got the other side of the coin, like famous artists who can't do that, or they'll be a part of the cancel culture or whatever they got going on.
Right.
Like, he's like, cancel me, I'll start my own station, or
Right.
do this.
Yeah.
He has the money to do what he wants. you
And
know?
musically, guess what, man? He's still
He's
dope.
dope.
He's still creative,
Super
and that's what I
creative.
like. And same thing. I was talking with you, Dre. Like, you're not conforming to what people tell you should do or how you should sound. He does the art how he wants to do it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something crazy to make you all talk about it and then listen anyways and get those streams up.
Right.
So,
Sometimes I think, is he crazy or is he genius?
both.
You know,
A
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
geniuses
Both.
are crazy.
Like,
I think
Bro.
he's legit crazy. I think he legit has mental health issues, but I think we all do.
Yeah, we
but
all do.
Yeah,
He has a bunch of he's just on a bigger stage
Yeah.
than we are. But, bro, when I saw him singing Through the Wire in the dentist chair in his documentary,
mm-hmm.
like right after, and they're doing the wire thing in his mouth, and he's singing the song,
Dog,
and
that
thinking
was
about the video
crazy.
and stuff. I was like, oh, he's been doing this from the beginning,
Yep.
bro. It's like, bro, I'm gonna rap with the wire in my mouth, like, that's gonna bring all the attention.
Yeah,
We're gonna do
right.
the video. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the same formula from the beginning.
but we're just seeing it bigger now, and we know him more
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yep.
Once you get to know somebody, you start seeing them for who they are instead of
Right.
the perception. But
Yep.
all right, man, a couple more, man. Breakfast food or dinner? Who you got?
Dinner. I don't eat breakfast a whole lot, so
Okay.
dinner for sure.
Man, I love some
Yeah.
French toast.
I like breakfast.
Breakfast?
Yeah.
All right.
A good breakfast.
What's a good breakfast to you? I feel like you still eat cereal, bro.
Pancakes, eggs, on occasions maybe some Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah,
They're great.
Mhm.
They're great.
yeah. Come on, bro.
Come on. All right. R&B or hip hop?
Hip hop all day, man. Hip hop all
Hey.
day.
There we go.
Though I will take, I'll take a nice 80s
You can't. You just
R&B
got rid of it.
joint.
It's
Okay.
over. No more Jodeci. No more.
That's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. Give me the hip hop all day.
I say hip hop
All right.
because you can get the best of both worlds. You can get somebody who's rapping, and then you get the little R&B in there. You get a little mix.
All
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Hip hop
Yeah.
all day.
Your girl might not like that answer, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right. Lakers or Celtics? Who you got?
Which Lakers and which Celtics?
All time, man. They're both the best franchises ever, all time.
All time, I take the Lakers. Yeah, I never really rock with the Celtics like that at all.
Okay.
Lake Show all day.
Lake Show. All right. Last one, Kevin Durant or Russell Westbrook?
Russell, man.
So
he's gonna stand on what he's gonna stand on it, bro.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna stand on doing whatever he wants to do. Shoot whatever shot he wants, no matter if it's in the playbook. He will do whatever he wants to do. But man, that's who you got. That's our new segment that I just started off the top of my head right now. But Dre Murray, tell them once again where they can find you and where they can get this album, and then we will let you go because I know you're 2 hours ahead of us, right? 8 o'clock right now here.
Yep. It's 10 after right now. 10 after 10 right
cool.
now. But yeah, man, you can follow me at Dre Murray 22. That's on all social media, and then you can pick up Reborn, the new project, at DreMurray.com. Hear all the snippets, get a rundown on the project, and support, man. If you feel what you're hearing is dope, support, please.
Hey, I just had one question.
You're on the air, bro.
I did not get to ask you, like, with your album, just real quick before you go. Like, what makes a successful album? Are you gonna tour with this? Does that get you more album sales, or how does that go? What's a successful album? Or are you just gonna drop it and let the world receive it, or are you gonna go perform it?
That's a great question, man. I'm thinking about, like, a lot of people behind the scenes have been trying to convince me to figure out the streaming thing first. But I definitely want to set up some shows on my own terms. So that means me renting out the venue, and putting together the show myself, and not being somebody just paying me to come out and do a set for their kids. And so that's what I'm on. But yeah, definitely I'm putting some ideas in play, but I want to start getting back out there just on a limited basis. You know what I mean?
Got you.
It's a dope, man. Yeah. Well, Dre, I appreciate it. Thanks for getting on with us, man, and good luck on the album. And thank you for just being who you are and making dope music and sticking to who you are. That's rare these days that artists are doing that. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for having me on, bro. For real.
Yes, sir. We're gonna get into another song from the album. This is Blessed Are the Meek right here. Dre Murray, Reborn, right here, Speak Life Radio. We'll be back with music and video reviews, and my man, I Am Light, is going to perform live in the studio.
Yes, sir.
Dre, appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. One time for the winners, man. Yeah. Gotta learn to take the good with the bad. The lessons I was taught as a scrawny little lad. I would download, sit and scribble in my pad. I was MC before you knew it as a fad. The drive that I had took me places where I felt like I could smile just a tad. All my kinfolk chasing cheese, what you would call a bag. They just call a play. I pray they never see a flag. Pray you never see a cage. Pray you never see a tag on your toe. See, they wanted me to brag with the flow, but that ain't why he got me here. The Satan wanna stop me here. Pass a few tests and I allow my folks to copy here. Roger that, 10-4, bring it back. Tell me to bring the beat up and I black. Aggressive, but I'm nice. The passion from the Christ, but the pain was precise. Shouts to Corey Red, one of the reasons that I write. Praying in the dark, I heard the bump in the night. Shine a little light, now I'm on. With every song, I gotta kill a rumor. My partner's back home, and the average consumer was ready to hear me spit so they could show they sense of humor. Cry now, laugh later, but not out of revenge. I just wanted to bring Christ to my friends, Christ to my fam, Christ to the block. Send my demo in the Def Jam, trying to bring Christ to the rock. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the meek. Balls unorthodox, I should be shooting for the stars, but I'm trusting in the sun. They say that you ain't one of ours. Rhetoric is lacking, love or money in the cause. Yeah, I like a nice whip, but I'm spitting from the scars. Show this body who's in charge. Plus that trophy depreciates when you back out the garage. Spiritual, not dumb, can walk and chew gum. Assets all I was taught the opposite. No verbal
Yeah, welcome back to Speak Life Radio right here on GorillaCross.com. That's Dre Murray, Blessed Are the Meek, off the new album Reborn. Make sure you guys go get that, DreMurray.com. A lot of good stuff coming from him, man. And I promise every song on this album is super dope. So listen, man, we're going to get ready to get into some music and video reviews in a second. But I got my man, I Am Light. He's a hip-hop artist out here in Vegas. And he's going to perform live in the studio. So without further ado, this is I Am Light with Sliding right here on Speak Life Radio. Tell them about the song real quick before I push play.
And just about the song, just sliding. Basically, we've heard it in derogatory term, but this is a positive way to slide, like slide out of the mentality of, you know, the normal things you're used to doing and sliding into righteousness, you know what I'm saying? Doing things the righteous way, you know, the Christ way. So that's basically what it is. And whoever listened to it, hopefully it sparked, you know, something in your mind to switch some things around and slide into the kingdom. That's what it's about.
Here we go.
Yep.
I Am Light, slide right here. Speak Life Radio.
Straight sliding, like some Stacy Adam alligators. Kingdom biz, or I'm sliding out the conversation. Slid in the coupe, drop the roof, music air out. The type of truth that make racist folk pull their hair out. Black gold, black business, black owned. I can knit a whole quilt from all the things we've sown. I can write a whole book on everything they stole. You can steal a man's freedom, but you can't steal his soul. So who really in control when you already read the script? You play the game in story mode. Keep your hands in God's hands. They think you got the cheat code, cause they dealt you bad hands and you still wouldn't fold. Oh, they spook for show, cause you went in at their table and your chips ain't low. Made 500,000 without a Benz or a Rolls. Didn't buy a gold chain cause you got real goals. I want real money, the type they can't ever steal from me. The type they kill in my kingdom business still running. Generation checks still coming. Teach our nation no more slave until his kingdom come in. It's time to slide. Gas it up, buckle up. Shift up and drive. Let's slide, let's slide. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna roll? Slide. Grab on the wheel, get back control. Slide. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna roll? Let's get back control, yes. They can't control us. Slide. Tokyo drift on them. Old side, west side, hit the switch on them. 3 wheels be the motion when we bending corners. We the head, not the tail, now they flipping on us. In the game, at the table, about to flip it on them. Our presence growing everywhere like it's Christmas on them. Got them waiting for the fall, but they never see autumn. How we slid up out the system, they know God got us. Tried to pump it to cut our brakes, but we keep sliding. Militant soldiers on this road, we gon' keep riding. Going from rags to CEOs, we gon' keep riding. With the mind of the Messiah, we gon' keep grinding.
What time is it?
It's time to slide. Gas it up, buckle up. Shift up and drive. Let's slide, let's slide. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna roll? Slide. Grab on the wheel, gain back control. Slide. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna roll? Let's gain back control, yes. They can't control us. Slide.
You just slid off that stage.
Slid off the stage.
That's Sliding by I Am Light. Where can you get that?
Anywhere. Apple Music. Got
go right here, right here.
Yeah. You can get that on Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you can find music streaming anywhere.
So make sure you get it.
Yeah.
At I Am Light _official is the Instagram handle. So
Yep,
make
and
sure
there's
you
a
guys,
link in there for you right there. You can click on
just
that
go to
link
his
and get
Instagram
that.
page and find him there.
Mm-hmm.
But man, we definitely appreciate it. We do have some music and video reviews we're gonna get into. I don't see a lot of people in the live anymore though. A lot of people dropped out when Dre dropped out. So listen, man, if you guys are submitting music, you better be in the live stream. That's all I gotta say. But what did you get most out of Dre Murray's conversation?
I like the fact that he's still doing it, you know? He's still doing it. He's still grinding. He's still, creatively seeking ways to put his music out. I thought, for him not streaming like we all, that's like the normal route. He's just like, no, you come to me, you come to my site, that's where you're going to get the album at. And I like what he's doing. And I like the tracks that we heard. I thought they were super dope.
That's dope. Listen, man, we have a few that we're gonna do tonight. If you're here for the live video and music review, and I know part of it is we're not consistent at all. I've been, like I said, I think it's been a month since the last time we did a show, but we are trying to get a lot more consistent, trying to manage time better and all that stuff. But if you are in here, please let us know in the comments that you are here for the live video stream. If you submitted something, I know all the submissions are we're starting to do them through email, so let us know if you're here. And those are the tracks that we're going to play because we don't have a lot of time left, so we're probably going to get to 3 or 4 at the most today. So let us know you're here. I know Jericho's here in the building right now, so we're going to get to his song first. Let me see. I know you're in here because I just saw it. All right, there you go. So this is just a song. It's called Reminiscing right here, right now. Speak Live Radio, live music and video review.
Angel on the track.
30. I think I've heard him.
The day before Jericho, that was good old Jay. Would have stayed if I had my way. But the card that I got was the card that I dealt mad at myself. What for? I don't know. Doesn't matter anymore when the rains pour. When it pours the rain, when the little man gotta be some pain clouded. With a chance of tears. Time flies, just watch the years. They rolling. Now they gone. Drive back to my childhood home. I used to roam, but not wrong. Thinking about the things I did wrong.
Take me back to the good old days. Back to the days when we were southern raised. We stayed out till the lights came on. Back when most of us knew right from wrong. Well, take me back to the good old days. Back to the days when we were southern raised. Fishing in the creek and only catching rays. And chasing fireflies at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'm just reminiscing.
One, two, three. Back in the day, they better make way. It was all dirt roads till I paid my way. Wait, cut out like a DJ. On the ones and twos, who I felt a few true, but them times wasn't always that bad. No, healing with the bumps and bruises, winning and losing. Maybe I'm just choosing to do me. I did it my way, and if you got friends in low places, you can see my billboard on Broadway.
Take me back to the good old days. Back to the days when we were southern raised. We stayed out till the lights came on. Back when most of us knew right from wrong. Well, take me back to the good old days. Back to the days when we were southern raised. Fishing in the creek and only catching rays. And chasing fireflies at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'm just reminiscing. I'm just reminiscing. I'm just reminiscing. I'm just reminiscing. I'm just reminiscing.
All right, that is Jericho with Reminiscing right here. Let us know who that feature was, Jericho. That was really dope to me. Listen, man, he got that country hip hop down pat, man. That's one of those tracks that you could definitely hear just like being a summer anthem. And I know we're getting it after summer. You know, we're in the fall right now, but that's really one of those summer anthems. I could see that in like a big like outdoor concert being played. I could see that in a dope, like country bar being played. Like that's just one of those songs that everybody's gonna catch onto the hook right away. Like you're not gonna have to listen to the song twice. And by halfway through the song, everyone in that venue is gonna be singing that song. So I thought it was really dope, really well put together. I'm not sure if you got a video to that or not, or if you're coming up with that. Harley James is the name of the singer on that. I thought it was dope, man. I thought it was dope. He has that style down. And that's the whole thing, man. Stick with your style. Don't conform to what they tell you have to do. But I think there's a audience for that too. So I'm going to give that one a 4.2, man. I like it a lot. I want to see a visual for that. Who you got, PJ?
I liked it. I liked the vibe. I like how it came on the track. I like the cadence. And then when the hook came in, I was sold. I really liked the song. And what's the scale? What's the point scale?
1 through 5.
1 through 5? I got to give that a 4.5. Got to give that a 4.5. I like it. That's how much I liked it.
All right, dope, man, dope. Listen, once again, download the free Gorilla Cross app. We're going to be doing a lot to the app and a lot to the website. I promise by the jump of the new year, we have a lot going on with that. The website, we'll be talking a lot about what we're going to be doing with the website. So you guys aren't going to want to miss that. So make sure you guys check it out. Right now, if you go to gorillacross.com, like nothing's really on there because we scrapped the whole thing. We're putting the whole new thing up. I don't have the landing page on there right now yet, but we're going to be having that. But anyways, man, a lot going on. So make sure you follow at Gorilla Cross on all social media. Now, this next song that we got is a music video. And we love music videos, folks. But this is a new one. Let's see, when did this come out? Looks like a month ago from my man, Avery Harden. And it's called Win right here, right now on Speak Life Radio. Here we go.
Hey, we all need dubs. So this one easy. You ain't gotta do too much. All you gotta do is say one word. And that is, I wanna win, win, win. I wanna win, win, win. I need a win, win, win. I gotta win, win, win. I wanna win, 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 win. I need a win, 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 win. I gotta win, 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 win. I need a win, win. It's out of the park, I ain't talking no David Ortiz. I do this with ease. You give me the mic and I'm probably bound to appease. With soliloquies, a different approach, so I put my hope all in the Jesus. My blessings increase the way that I'm living. I feel like I constantly sneeze, like Mother Teresa. I hate I can live without Fiji. Thought I'd take a loss, but I'd seal my deity. Jealousy's a bad trait, get off my weed. Getting booked for night shows, I ain't talking about greasy. Intriguing, I see them all grieving. The way I kill a beast, you would think I'm police. You're like street, and you thinking you could beat me. I'ma win regardless of your envious demons. Ooh, yeah, what's poppin', right? Ball Stone Cold Steve Oz, that's hold up, I'm too nice, that's balls up the hook, John Cox, let's go. You should proceed with caution. I'm still trying to give you this doctrine. Ay, when I murder these beats, I'm a beast. When I start calling me loud. I wanna win, win, win. I wanna win, win, win. I need a win, win, win. I gotta win, win, win. I wanna win, 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 win. I need a win, 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 win. I gotta win, 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 win. I need a win. Hold up. Don't tell me that they're scared of the boy post for the Polaroid. I can see the whole industry shaking their boots. They don't wanna let a brother in, so I climb to the top and I jump off the roof. Ooh, look who just stepped in the room. AVJ Heart ain't gon' boom, blowing it up, I presume. Butterfly effect, popping up out the cocoon. I'm bound to just fast, getting the mad, fulfilling my dreams, ain't chasing the bag. I am the average, see me like cash, but get all the money, still ball like the Mavericks. It's passing over paycheck, and if you really want the smoke, then say less. The flow is undisputed, bayless, and when I'm on the mic, I rap no latex. Anybody can get it, admit it, I ain't really driven with the mechanisms of written, stay fabricated, cause I'm like blah. When I blow up, they gon' go nuts like I ain't been grinding for like 84 months. Tryna prove to you people I'm the best in the league. My heart on my sleeve, they say I'm the one. I resemble Keanu C. Reeves. The flow is on freeze. I wanna win, win, win. I wanna win, win, win. I need a win, win, win. I gotta win, win, win. I wanna win, ay, win, ay, win, ay, win. I need a win, ay, win, ay, win, ay, win. I gotta win, ay, win, ay, win, ay, win. I need a win, ay, win, ay, win, ay, win.
Keep fighting, Avery. Keep fighting.
What's up, folks? Hey, pull that beat up you just sent me. Oh, sure. Yeah, finish right into it. I got it.
Yeah. Oh, you already wrote it?
Yeah, it's just something resilient, bro. Something that people could just feel. Check it out. Hold on. Love.
But I've been dreaming about the paper, forgot about my neighbors, forgot that you enlist me in your army to be greater. I've been dreaming about the paper, too focused on my haters, trying to be colossal, my career it isn't stable. I've been dreaming about the paper, embarrassment's disgraceful, apologize and recognize that I'm a world changer. H-O-P-E, hope, never give up, no, be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And I pray you hold this, and I pray you know this, and I pray that you never forget that you are so blessed. Recognize your talent, put it in the balance. Give up on your dreamers, never really take your kindness. Believe in yourself, or nobody will. Hands to the sky if you believe that you will. Turn it up louder, make your mother prouder. Be the best you can be and upset the doubters.
Bro, what? What the hell? You want all that right now?
I'm just feeling it. I just feel it.
Bro.
Resilient.
All right, I'm giving him a 1.0 because I want to hear that song that he did at the end.
Yeah,
that's I mean, that's weird for me because that was super dope, and obviously like it's a teaser, and he probably wants you to find that tracker that's going to be the next single or whatever.
Yeah.
But that track right there he did at the very end was super dope. And to me, here's what's wrong with doing that. That was way better than the song, and I liked the song at first, right? Like, Win is a dope song. That's Avery Harden with Win. Win was a good song. It was dope. It was hype. The video, like, he had those different scenes. Like, he picked some very good locations to do that video. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. I was feeling it. But when he came in with that, like, his flow, like, that's the flow I like a lot from Avery. So it almost takes away from, like, what the regular, original song was in that. But saying all that, I give the original song a 3.8. I liked it. It's very catchy, but I didn't love it. And what I didn't love about it, the mix wasn't great. Like, it was cool. It wasn't great. It was a little too repetitive. Like, we know what it is. We heard it. It was a little too repetitive to me, but I know that's the point of it. It was still good. I've heard so much great stuff from Avery that this one seemed more like a filler song, a song that you would definitely like. People would be going crazy in a show, in a live concert. So I think that's what it's best for, is being in a live concert. But overall, I want to hear that other song because that one had my attention fully. So 3.8?
3.8.
Yeah, there we go.
For me, I haven't heard a lot from Avery in a while. Listening to his old stuff that I thought was cool, was dope. Listening to this and the flow change and everything, I like that. I like the video, but what kind of threw me off, like you said, at the end when he threw that hard track on, and it was like a lot of energy into that. So that kind of like gave me a mixed vibe, but at the same time, the first one, if you would have just left that first one and then put on that last one,
yeah,
I would have been like, okay, cool, man. I'm used to that. That's that four. That's that. It's hovering the fours. But I heard that last one that was like a 5.0, and then the 5.0 made this for me a 3.9, a 4. You know what I mean? 4.
That's so you got to be careful with that, man.
Careful with that, man.
There's been albums like that where I don't hear it as much anymore, but back in the day, like the intro would be like a minute and a half or minute and 15-second intro, right?
Yeah.
And it would be the dopest song on the album if it was a full song. And I always hated that. like the beat, the flow, everything would be so dope. And then it's like just the intro song.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, if you would have made that a full song, that would have been the best album on the best track on the album. So that's kind of the same feel I got with this. Like we hear the end and it's like, nah, bro, that's the song I want to hear.
Right.
I would even be cool. Like the video would be dope, just him rapping in the booth, like killing it like that. Cause I could have, watched that whole video. But yeah, I think that took away from the song. Cause I think I probably would have been up there with a 4.0. But he got marked down a little bit. I could have marked him down a little more for teasing us like that.
Yeah,
but
messing with playing with my emotions.
Exactly, man. Exactly. But overall, man, Avery, hit me up next time you're in Vegas, bro. Got to get you back in the studio. Yeah, I hope you heard the whole review. I know you just got here in the comments, but glad you the outro is the next single. And that's what I figured. Like I know it's a teaser to get us hyped up for the next one. So yeah, man. Make sure you send that to us first. Let's premiere that exclusively on Speak Life Radio for you teasing us like that.
Yeah, drop that.
So that's going to be exclusive on Speak Life Radio. I'm putting that out there in the atmosphere right now. All right, next song we got. I'm actually going to do the one that I Am Light sent me in Instagram. This is the song you did, right? And this is the video to it.
Yeah, this is the video to it.
This is sliding. So we're going to do something a little different now. And I forgot, man. We've been doing, last time we did something different. We actually brought the artist on Skype and reviewed it live in front of them. Yeah. So, when we break their heart, they can see us face to face. But what I want you guys to do in the comments with this next one, because it is my co-host tonight, it's sliding. This is a song you did live, but this is the music video to that. So I need all of you guys in the comments to be the ones to, rate this. I'm still going to rate it myself, but I want you guys to rate it too. So this is Sliding by I Am Light right here, Speak Life Radio.
Straight sliding, like some Stacy Adam alligators. King of biz, I'm sliding out the conversation. Slid in the coupe, drop the roof, music air out. The type of truth that make racist folk pull their hair out. Black gold, black business, black owned. I can knit a whole quilt from all the things we've sown. I can write a whole book on everything they stole. You can steal a man's freedom, but you can't steal his soul. So who really in control? When you already read the script, you play the game in story mode. Keep your hands in God's hands, they think you got the cheat code. Cause they dealt you bad hands and you still wouldn't fold. Oh, they spook for show, cause you winning at they table and your chips ain't low. Made 500,000 without a Benz or a Rolls. Didn't buy a gold chain cause you got real goals. I want real money, the type they can't ever steal from me. The type they kill in my kingdom business still running. Generation, checks still coming. Teach our nation no more slave until his kingdom coming. Yeah. It's time to slide. Yes, it up, buckle up. Shift up and drive. Let's slide, let's slide. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna roll? Slide. Grab on the wheel, get back control. Slide. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna roll? Let's get back control, yes. They can't control us. Slide. Tokyo drift on them. Old side, west side, hit the switch on them. 3 wheels be the motion when we been in corners. We the head, not the tail, while they flipping on us. In the game, at the table, about to flip it on them. Our presence growing everywhere like it's Christmas on them. Got them waiting for the fall, but they never see autumn. How we slid up out the system, they know God got us. Tried to pump it and cut our brakes, but we keep sliding. Militant soldiers on this road, we gon' keep riding. Going from rags to CEOs, we gon' keep rising. With the mind of the Messiah, we gon' keep grinding. It's time to slide. Yes, it up, buckle up. Shift up and drive. Let's slide, let's slide. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna roll? Slide. Grab on the wheel, gain back control. Slide. Do you wanna ride? Do you wanna roll? Let's gain back control, yes. They can't control us.
All right, that is my co-host of the night. I Am Light with Sliding. Let us know, man, in the comments what you rate that 1 through 5. I've already seen that video before a couple times, man. So I really like that one a lot. But tell us about that video. Who are all those people, man? You know all those people? Because if you know all those people, you should have more than 7 people in the live YouTube right now, man. But there was a lot of people in that video.
Man, that's actually like a neighborhood I grew up in Oceanside. I filmed it.
Okay, dope.
I filmed it, my grandmother's house. That's the first house I grew up in. And man, it just, I was blessed. I came there, no joke. Like I was like, dang, I need a lowrider or something. Look down the street, there's a lowrider.
Oh, wow.
Like, we went to the beach. The cameraman,
only in California you're gonna find that.
It's just for real. And then the cameraman, like he's well known in the community. His name is To The Brain. He's dope. Go check him out on Instagram. But when we got there, it was a whole bunch of people on the beach. They liked the song. It was crazy. It was like there was people in their condos on the beach, all outside watching the video. And then a whole bunch of more people came in the crowd. This little kid, he's like, I want to be in it. So he got in it. And it just rolled that way. It was unplanned. Honestly, the whole thing was unplanned. Yeah,
it's dope, man. I mean, unplanned for it to come out like that. Like it looked like it was planned. So, yeah, man, that's super dope. We got a 4.8 from Avery. You said your voice is heat. I got some fire emojis, but you guys aren't giving me, the ratings. And Prophesy said this hits 4.8. 4.6 and a 4.6 from the journalist as well. And I'll give that a 4.5 just because, man, coming together like that, man, and it's a dope track. I think everything, man, like that's a very professional looking video. So putting a lot of work, man. So proud of you on that, man.
Thanks, man.
This dude used to only be a beat maker.
Right.
He used to make beats for, a lot of artists out here. And who's the big name artist you were making a lot of beats for?
Mouthpiece.
You're doing a lot with Mouthpiece, right?
Bizzle on some of my tracks. I think Bizzle and
But you did a whole project with Mouthpiece, right?
Yeah, I did a couple projects with Mouthpiece.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Wow,
we need to get him on again. Ago. I know he's been having problems with Tuesdays, but I've been talking to him.
Yeah, Mouthpiece dope, man.
Yeah, he's dope. He's a good dude, man, just all around. I mean, it's good. Finding those, artists because, a lot of the artists we used to deal with back in the day aren't even, Christians anymore. So it's good to find people like Mouthpiece, Dre Murray that are still, living what they talked about so long in their music. So, we need more of that from all the other younger artists that we deal with and see out there. But, all right, man, I'm going to get into this next video. And I think this might be the last one. We might have time for one more, but probably not. This might be the last one. If you're in the comments, though, if we haven't got to your song and you're actually in the comments, please let us know that you're here, and we'll do everything we can to get in there into the comments. I'm going through all the comments. I got to block this spam in there. Yeah, I don't see anyone else. Let's see. The journalist, and that's the one we're getting to. I know you're in here. So that's the one we're going to get to right now. This is The Journalist with Artisan right here. It's a music video. He's out there in Canada freezing. Is your power still off, bro? Let me know if that power is still off. But this is The Journalist Artisan right here. Speak Life Radio. Dope graffiti.
This is real art. Painting pictures with words of life into my lungs collapse. This is real art. Painting pictures with words of life into my lungs collapse. Yo, I'm an artisan, handcrafted art from my heart within. Darkness of my heart, still battling the sin. Art for the king, fake kings making artisan, but pardon them. Men, they don't know what they do. Constructed decrepit buildings with these lies for tools. So chemists and compounds, mixing molecules. They pull a tool, shoot at you for pharmaceuticals. All about what's mine, filling holes with jewels. These fools ignore lady wisdom crying in these streets. You hear obscenities on tracks, I hear crying over beats. Men who never really reached it for maturity. Like of a father, let it chasing figures and impurities. But they claim the creative craftsman, composing bullet points of death like an assassin. Weapons drawn, illustrative gads, man, making up their paths just to feed to the feds. This is real art, real bars from the heart, real rhymes, aim right through the dark. This that real spark, take them back to the park. All the sin for the king, aiming for your heart. This is real art, real bars from the heart, real rhymes, aim right through the aiming for your heart. Radio transmitting hypocrisy. In the name of hip hop, the blind can see, yet the blind are in a lost craft out to sea. War on these waves, but Christ says silence and peace. Silence isn't a peace. Aiming with beams, triple beams are weighing poisonous seeds. These teams gather together to plot evil schemes. Gang regimes overthrowing alleys and streets, pushing that product out with the venom from the mouth. Constricting minds with rhymes, choking these kids out. Hydro spitters like a cotton mouth. No power in their lines, so they all black out. My balls bring light to those fighting that good fight. Those living in the dark, reaching out for that light, reaching out for that mic, just to bring new sight. God's truth in these bars, just to bring new life. This is real art, real bars from the heart. Real rhymes, aim right through the dark. This that real spark, take 'em back to the park. All the sin for the king, aiming for your heart. This is real art, real bars from the heart. Real rhymes, aim right through the dark. This that real spark, I'll take 'em back to the park. All the sin for the king, aiming for your heart. They say they want bars, I got some for free then. Bars that ironically bring them freedom. They starving for the truth, it's time to feed them. Kids locked up in these chains, you know I see them. Pointing to the shepherd who can free them. Never leave their side, nah, he will lead them. Teach them as they live to seek him. No more creeping, wicked on the weekend. Think about what your ears soak in. Yeah, that beat is really dope, but where's the hope, man? You can't worship God and the dope man. Nice pieces, but no Jesus. Your life is broke, man. Your art is broken. Lies are spoken. Gasping and choking. It's not a joke, man. Ambassador for Christ, the King spokesman. Reporting live, more than a slogan. This is real art, real bars from the heart. Real rhymes, aim right through the dark. This that real spark. Take 'em back to the park. All the sin for the king, aiming for your heart. This is real art, real bars from the heart. Real rhymes, aim right through the dark. This that real spark, I'll take 'em back to the park. All the sin for the king, aiming for your heart. Words of life until my lungs collapse. Words of life until my lungs collapse.
Yeah, that is the journalist with Artisan right here, Speak Life Radio, live music and video review show. Listen, man, the funniest part to me is when he was already wearing that hat and then he went to the hat store to act like he was buying the hat.
Yeah.
But that, he pulled it from the shelf, but those hats weren't behind it. But I noticed stuff like that. But other than that, man, I like the video a lot. Very well shot. Listen, man, everyone has high quality cameras around these days. If you can't find someone to get if you don't have a good camera yourself, find somebody. It's, there's a lot of people out there making videos right now. So I think he did a really good job of finding whoever did that video to shoot high quality, film right there. The editing was done really good. I think the fact that there was so much graffiti and there's just a lot in the visuals to see, and so many different scenes too. It wasn't just like, a lot of times we get those videos at scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and they just keep going back and forth. They might switch up a little bit, but there was a lot going on in this video, which I liked a lot. And then the song itself, man, same thing we were talking about to Dre Murray about, like artists sticking to their style, not conforming to whatever ways, the world thinks we need to make music, but still just making dope music and being who you want to be as an artist and making your art no matter what. And I think that's what he did in this. That's the artist he is. He got that old school boom bap hip hop style, and I thought he did it really, really great. I like the song a lot, man. So I will give this, and it's a visual. I'm not sure if we've seen a visual from him or not. I can't remember if we have. We might have, but I know we've got some songs from him, but I'm not sure if we've actually got a visual. So I liked being able to see him actually, perform in the music video. So overall, song, lyrics, and video, I'm gonna go ahead and give that a 4.0, man. I really did like that a lot.
I like the backpack feel of it. I like the constricted the bar breakdown right there. Constricted. Yeah. I like that. The visual. I like the part when it was real art, and then the two people held up the art piece and it zoomed in on them. That was an eye catcher for me. Man, I like if I closed my eyes and I was driving, I could picture like a good sunny day driving down the beach or something, listening to this. This is a very relaxing song. So I give it like a 4.5. I have to. I just like the whole feel of it.
Dope. He's saying the song won Song of the Night a while ago. So, all right, man, we still like it.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm afraid of, man. Somebody's gonna give me a song and we like it a lot, then they give me the video and we're like, this is whack. But he did a good job with that. Shot in downtown Toronto, first music video. That's dope, man. I didn't know
cool.
Toronto looked that dope.
I didn't know it. I need to take a trip down there.
We
and
might
see
have to go
that.
to Toronto, bro.
Yeah.
Might have to do that. Listen, man, I'm what I say? I said 4.0. What'd you say?
I said 4.5.
4.5. All
Yeah, I
right.
like
And
that.
we got a 4.9 in here as well in the comments. So we got a lot more people watching that are actually interacting tonight. So we're going to fix that next week when we are here live. But listen, man, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I'm not sure if we had a winner tonight. How many videos did we play?
3.
We played 3 videos?
Hold on.
2 videos and 1 song?
Avery, the country guy.
I'm going to give them all $5.
4. Yeah.
I'm going to give everyone $5, man. Send me your cash apps. I got to give the journalist a little more because he got that Canadian money and they always cost me more when I have to send him money. But listen, man, we're trying to get back in the groove of things. I know the holidays are coming up, but at the top of the year, man, we really do have a lot for the show. Going to be doing a lot more in-studio concert series and stuff like that here at Gorilla Cross. So, man, I definitely appreciate everyone for tuning in and being here with us live. I promise you, I see some of the comments. We will be more consistent with what we're doing. So, for Dre Murray, if you guys missed the Dre Murray interview, just tune in late. Make sure you go back and check out the replay. He's dropping some knowledge and gems. I am Light. Appreciate you coming through once again, bro. You got to come co-host with us some more.
Oh, yeah. Definitely down to do that.
Yeah, but we will be back. Make sure you download the Gorilla Cross app. Follow me at Quan59 on all social media. And follow at Gorilla Cross on all social media as well. And until next week, 7 p.m. West Coast time, please share the flyers. Tell your friends. Let people know if you know other artists that are needing or wanting music and video reviews. Send them our way as well. But this has been Quan59 for Speak Life Radio. And we are out.
Now,